Are you looking for a podcast about suckling on your siblings?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Stop that! Good evening, Kelsey!
Good evening, Robert.
How are you today?
I'm wonderful. How was your birthday?
It was pretty awesome!
Good.
I'm not so dragged down today.
Good.
I took the weekend to do nothing, man.
That is necessary sometimes.
I mean, I had to do some stuff. I did have to drive for an hour and a half to pick up a Lord of the Rings movie.
You didn't have to do that.
I mean, I did.
God.
So, I don't know if I told you guys during the Steven stream, but so, the Lord of the Rings thing, right?
Yeah.
I get it, and it was shit, right?
Okay. So you're talking about
Okay.
the trilogy of movies
The
that you got.
big steelbook that I got, right? The big, nice 4K one.
Yes, the one that I have been telling you not to get because you don't actually like Lord of the Rings.
Everybody has told me not to get it, and I was too bad.
Okay.
It's because I know what they scalp for, and the fact that, the actual supplier had them, I was like, better get it now, you know?
I guess. I mean...
They're really nice. But so, I went to one store, I went in-store, because it was supposed to have both. And when I got there, they only had one of them. They had the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but not the Hobbit, right?
Okay.
And that Lord of the Rings one was beat to shit. It was hideous.
Just all knocked up?
Yeah, so we put it back. And I was like, I'll just buy them online, and I'll get fresh ones, right?
Okay.
They ship in, and the Hobbit one, beautiful. It's so perfect. And I pull out the Lord of the Rings one, and it's that busted-ass copy that I was holding in my hands the day before.
The exact same one?
The exact same one.
Oh my God.
Busted in all the same places. So I was like, okay, so that means they're basically saying, where these close to him, send him the closest ones, right?
Okay, yeah.
So it was like, you can either ship it back to us or return it in the store. And I was like, well, that might be easier. So I go into the store, and I go to return it. I'm like, I need to return this. And he goes, dude, Lord of the Rings, bro? Like, what? Why?
Why are you taking it back? It's amazing.
It's ugly. And he's like, yeah, okay. And he's like, well, they won't let me reorder it. It says I can take it in, but there's no, order new one for this guy.
Okay.
And I was like, well, that's weird, because when I pull it up on the app, it says, buy now. So should I just do it here? And he goes, that's a good idea. And I was like, but wait a minute. Because of my previous experience, I know that they shipped me the one closest to where I lived.
They're going to send you that same busted-ass copy.
Now that I've brought this to you, this is even closer to where I live. So would this be the one that ships to me? And he goes, I don't know. So he calls this manager dude over. And the manager dude looks like he's 14.
Okay. Like a Best Buy manager.
Right? He looks so young. And he goes, yeah, he just wants to know, if this would be the one that ships out to him. So he didn't even hear the full question. And he goes, yeah, dude, my dad collects these things too. And, sometimes these cellophane wraps, they're real easy to get busted up. So in the shipping, they get manhandled sometimes. And I was like, no. That's not the problem. You shipped it fine. I got a different one that was perfect. But this one came from a store close to me. So my question is, if I order it again online, since he can't do it, will you send me this one? And he goes, what, do you fucking want it or what? And then he walked away.
Okay.
And the employee dude just kind of looks at me and goes, you want to return it? I was like, yeah. And he goes, okay. And he literally pressed a button, a receipt printed out, and he just threw it to me and didn't even look at me. He was so embarrassed, I guess.
Oh my God.
So I walk outside, and it says that there's one at another store. So I was like, well, I'll order it, and I'll drive out and get it tomorrow. It was 30 miles away from me.
Good God.
So I drove out there and listened to Ozzy Osbourne the entire time and heard a bunch of cool new songs. And now I have a dope copy of Lord of the Rings Steelbook.
All right. Well, success was had.
It was. And I would like to crack into it real quick.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm thirsty.
Let me crack into it with you. Tell me when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Get it.
Oh.
Oh, is that spilling over?
Yes.
Oh, my God. You're ruining the flow.
Oh, my God. All right, we're good. We're good.
In fact, you got too much flow, I guess.
Too much flow.
What'd you crack into?
I'm still working through these shitty, sweetened mandarin orange fake seltzers.
Okay. What did I crack into?
What did you crack into? Dr. Pepper?
Why would you think I would only crack into the same thing every year of my life forever, okay?
Because
No.
that's the plan, right?
I did not.
What'd you crack into?
I cracked into...
Mango Pepsi.
No, I did not. You ready?
I'm ready.
I went to a candy store
Oh.
with my parents, which, by the way, this candy store has all the things that H Mart doesn't with the nasty sodas, and I have some nasty sodas for you as well.
Oh, God. Are you drinking nasty soda right now?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to put this in the general chat for you. This is for Ismail and Ferdin and all the Dragon Ball peeps. I got me a Dragon Ball Z Spirit Bomb energy drink.
What does that even mean?
I don't... Well, Spirit Bomb is one of the moves that he does. So it's basically like a monster, but called something
Dragon
different.
Ball themed.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Spirit Bomb. That looks...
It smells good.
It looks like it tastes like Sweet Tarts.
It smells like Sweet Tarts. You ready?
Ready.
Oh, yeah. Ooh!
What's the flavor profile of that Spirit Bomb?
That is like straight Sweet Tart.
Oh boy. Every
That's
single
like-
energy drink tastes like Sweet Tarts.
It's like the blue Sweet Tarts. I think they taste different.
I mean,
This-
sure. I
this-
haven't had a Sweet Tart in quite some time.
You should try them again. They're not bad. But this is definitely a blue Sweet Tart. For sure.
All
It's
right.
pretty good. Ooh, I've been saving that since Saturday just for today.
Oh, nice.
And then I bought me some sensu beans.
What are sensu beans? Is it like Birdie Bot's every flavor beans?
No, so in Dragon Ball, they eat these things called sensu beans, and you eat one, and it keeps you full for 10 days.
Oh God, I want that.
So, like, that's what they eat when they're training and stuff, so that they don't have to, like, stop to eat. They can just eat one, and, like, they got energy for days, right?
Okay, so cartoon characters have eating disorders too.
Yeah. Well, so, like, when they get, like, real beat up and, like, they're gonna die, they're all like, eat a sensu bean! And then they're like, all fixed, right?
All right, so it's like a magic bean that also just, like,
Yeah.
lets you fucking train the hell out of it.
Yeah, they're just, like, magical, like, cures, but they're, like, beans that this little cat dude grows.
I like that little kitty. He's very cute.
These taste like... Because we had some earlier. What did I say they tasted like?
They look like green apple.
They are not... I forgot. They taste like Gobstoppers.
Okay.
Kind of. They were good. They weren't amazing. Dude, this energy drink is, like, buzzing me right now.
You getting energized? Getting the spirit?
Oh, I'm building that spirit bomb. Woo!
Where was this candy store at?
It's in Carrollton. It's by Babes.
Oh yeah, I've been in there.
Yeah, because I went to Babes for my birthday dinner.
Fuck yeah.
And we were just sitting out in the square, and, like, every store was closed, but the candy store wasn't, so we were like, let's go in there. And so I was walking around, I was like, Dragon Ball stuff, I like that now, let's buy it. So I bought all the stuff.
Okay, cool.
And then Taylor got a Schitt's Creek mask
Oh, nice.
that says, ew, COVID.
That's good.
And then I'm going to go ahead and send you this. This is all the... I'll send these pictures later, but it's all the sodas that they had. They have a bunch, but one of them was Barf Soda.
Oh no.
No, this is the oh no. It says, great chunky flavor.
Oh no. Absolutely not. You didn't
bet.
buy that, did you?
I didn't buy any of those because that is for
Okay.
us to drink in person live on a thing one day.
God.
You have to, so... Because it was your idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Oh, I'm sorry. But so, anyway, then I took the time off, so I was like, you know what? Since no one's around, I can do what I want. I'm going to watch some of those hardcore movies that Ismail showed me, right?
Yeah, so for background on this, Ismail posted in the suggestion box in our secret Discord that Robert should watch these, like, 10 scary movies. What was, like, the...
That try to break your audience.
Yeah, that's the words. 10 scary movies that try to break your audience.
And, I mean, well, we'll see when I do the rest of them.
Are you broken yet?
Well, number 10 on the list was Unfindable. And then I found it on Amazon, and I paid money for it.
Okay.
And it did break me.
Paid money to be sad.
I did not like that movie. It was a hard watch.
What was the name of that one?
That is Exhibit A. All I will say is, and I'm just going to say trigger warning, although I'm not talking anything about it. I'm just saying it's a trigger warning movie. It's just bad if you've ever dealt with, like, real life, like, domestic abuse, or it's not really addiction, but there's, like, some addictive qualities in what's going on.
Okay.
Just, it's a lot of, like, family drama stuff that hits really close to home, probably for a lot of people.
Okay.
And it sucked, dude. It's not... I mean, it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a good movie, and it was worth my watch. But I literally sat there for a while when it was done. I haven't had a movie do that to me in a long time.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Then I
like
watched...
horror movies that you can like walk away from and you're like, ah, that was a good time.
That's how I felt about the next one.
Okay.
The next one was called Terrifier, about a clown that just murders people on Halloween.
Okay. Good old murder clowns.
That movie was dope. I loved it. I want the steelbook. I want everything about this movie.
Okay.
It was so good. It was super low budget gore stuff, you know?
Okay, that's what we like.
Like, at one point, he's stabbing this girl in, like, her Achilles heel.
I hate that. I hate that.
And, I mean, it's very graphic what he's doing, but it's just, like, ketchup and stuff. Like,
Ugh.
it doesn't look real.
It doesn't... I don't even care that it doesn't look real. Like, the Achilles don't fuck... I'm rubbing both of my Achilles right now.
Then he, like... Because she can't run, so, like, he grabs her feet and he flips her over and he starts to choke her.
Ugh.
But his thumbs are clearly not touching her neck at all.
Okay.
You know? Like, it's super low budget. Like, you can tell, like, they are acting.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of movie. Loved it. That movie ended, and I had the biggest smile on my face, like, yeah, that was a good movie.
Okay, that's what we like.
And then the other one, I actually watched the clown one first, so the other one really harshed my buzz. But, pretty good. So that's 2 out of 10 down, and I have a way to watch all the rest. So,
Okay, good.
as I find time to be alone and watch these, because nobody wants to see them with me,
Yeah, nope.
I will keep you guys updated.
Okay. Cool shit. Hey, speaking of movies, so remember how last week I was like, we're going to trivia?
Yeah, sorry.
Spirit bombing.
Yeah, Spirit Bomb, man. It hits. Ha.
Hits you where it hurts. So we went to trivia.
Nice.
And it was... So normally the trivia that we've gone to in the past, they hosted like a restaurant that's also a bar.
Yes.
And like you get to order food and drinks and just kind of hang out at a table.
Okay.
This one was like just a bar.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think they're used to having people in there because like all they had was beer. So I couldn't get anything at the bar because they didn't have like soda or water. So it was like just
Really?
beer. Yeah,
Like,
just beer.
Just beer.
Just beer. And
okay. I mean, there being a bar.
I guess. And like
Okay.
there were like 4 tables and then there were 12 trivia teams.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This place was so small and so underprepared and I felt
So
bad.
when I said, "Do you think you'll be crammed in there?" we didn't
were
think like sardines.
Crammed in there. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Like, so we had to, the tables are like picnic bench style. So my family crammed on one side of a picnic bench because there was another team occupying the other side of the picnic bench. And there were like 6 of
Jesus.
us. So we were just like shoulder to shoulder. And it was impossible to like share information because the music was so loud.
I was about to say, like, how do you discuss the answer without the people right in front of you hearing what you're saying?
Yeah, so
You know?
normally they put on like pretty loud music so that you can discuss answers at your table and you can like yell amongst each other and hear each other,
Yeah.
but you can't hear other tables. But because everybody was like so packed in, like the music was extra loud and we were trying to yell to each other and get answers and it wasn't really working. So it mostly ended up just being a lot of like,
I know the thing, so give me the paper.
yeah, but because of COVID, now everything is done on cell phones. Like you don't have paper and pencil that you take up to the trivia master anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
super strange. And so like
So how does that work?
so it's basically just like a QR code that you scan and then you log in as a team and you get to like you answer all your stuff on the phone. But typically at trivia events they ban phones, right?
I was about to say, because they're like,
Because-
well, you'll just look up the answer.
Yeah, you're just going to Google it. And my family is so competitive and so like on their trivia shit. Like we love trivia and we go to wreck other teams. So we usually end up in the top 3 somewhere. In this 12 team trivia fest, we ended up in space number 9. at the end of the night. I know. And we even got like a lot of stuff correct. Like we did really well, we felt, but everybody else did better, and we did not cheat.
They all looked at their phones.
That's what I'm kind of thinking, but I don't want to be like the butthurt person who's like, well, because we lost, obviously everyone else was cheating. But like,
I don't know.
When we left, both my parents were like, everybody in there fucking cheated. So
see, you needed to stake out the joint like outside the door, so when people came out, you could see if they were like, yeah, I totally was on my phone, dude. You know.
Man, they had a movie round though that we totally wrecked. It was so good. You know how they always have like one round where they show you clips of stuff?
They never did that at ours.
Oh man. Yeah, they showed us like,
so you get like the seen it experience.
Kind of, yeah. So they showed
That's cool.
it was a category about like foreign language films, but it was not like specifically foreign language films. So they had like Lost in Translation was on there, and Star Wars was on there because they talk, you know, like Huddies or whatever. But yeah, we got 100% on that round, and we used our multiplier, so we got 200% on that round, and literally we did so good, and I was disappointed in our results, but it is what it is, and we're going to go again and get a better table next time, I think.
You got to get there like 5 hours early so you can sit at the premium spot.
That's what my sister said. She was like, okay, next time I'm going to come an hour early, I'm going to stake out a table, I'm not going to let anybody sit down at it. She like got all bulldog on it, and I was like, yes, get it.
That's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do in these trying times.
Well, I would like to say better luck, but you guys did good, so that's the problem.
We did really well. Like, I'm not disappointed in us. I'm disappointed in everybody else, I guess. But in other news in my household, so I don't know if I've talked about this on the show before, but the alleyway behind my house, I think I've yelled to you personally about this, right?
I think you've put it on Discord, like some of it, because I know Desi had commented on the trench that got created.
The fucking trench. Okay, so my alleyway, I don't think like every state is like this, because I've gone to places where they just don't have back alleyways, but like in Texas, especially in North Texas in our town, you have an alleyway behind your house and you have a garage that you drive into from it.
Yep.
And
even if your garage is on the front, there's still a back alley.
Right. So there's always a back alley.
There just is.
And my back alley has been fucked up since the dawn of time. So like they built it on a natural spring.
Cool.
And because of that, it like shifts all the time and cracks. And for the last amount of time that I have been alive, because so this house that I'm in, I bought it from my grandparents, so I know the history of this house.
Yeah.
And I have seen this alleyway for the last 30 years that I've been alive. And every single time I visited, even as a kid, the alleyway is just crumbling. And what the city does, like my grandpa would call the city and complain, they would come out and put like a tar patch down and be like, okay, that's good.
Yep, same thing they did to ours for 20-something years.
Yeah. So they have been doing that for the last 20, 30 years. And I call and complain and I send emails, and it's just like my personal hell that I raise every time with the city. Like, hey, my alleyway's fucked up. Come and fix it again. You guys messed it up this time. And the last time they came out, I don't know like what bug got up their ass, but they were like, we're going to fix it once and for all. And we're going to lay down just a real big fat sheet of tar.
Yeah.
And it's going to be so huge and so good, and we're going to fix it all. And in doing that, they unintentionally created a dam.
Lovely.
And it rained that day that they did it. And it didn't rain a whole lot. We got like half an inch of rain. And my entire backyard flooded.
Oh my God.
My entire garage flooded.
Yeah.
Water tried to come in the house. And my neighbor noticed before I did, because I was not at home when all this shit was going down. And he called the city and was like, hey, everything's fucking flooded. You have to come out and fix it. And so they came out and they dug like a foot wide, 6-inch deep trench down the center of their stupid asphalt patch. So it's just like this unnavigable mess back behind the house. And I just don't know what the city is doing. So after they did that, my neighbor and I were both just like, this is it. And we emailed a bunch of people. We called a bunch of people, just trying to get something done. Like, the amount of bureaucracy that goes into just small town road projects is fucking staggering. There's red tape everywhere. Like, oh, we don't have the funding, or like, I don't have the right email. I don't know who to call. It's just a matter of like, I had to be like,
people.
I know, I had to be that suburban housewife to just be like, well, you have to fix it. So
yeah, well, I was gonna say, like, you've called them. Your grandparents have called the city, like, you gotta go above them.
I know, like, who do I go to? But, like, so we got a solid email from, like, the city councilman in position 1 or whatever. So got his ass out there to, like, fix it. I don't know if he personally came out and drove the tractor or whatnot, but
Yeah.
they came out and fully destroyed the alleyway, like, completely chucked it all up. And they, thank God, are actually laying down real concrete behind my house.
Hooray!
And I'm so excited. It has been such a long time coming. And, like, to see the fruits of your email labor is something quite nice.
I cannot wait for the final product.
Yeah, me either.
'Cause I know what it looks like.
It has been a total mess the entire time that I've lived here. And, like, it will bust your axle driving over that shit because the potholes are so real and so bad. Finally real flat concrete. I cannot wait to be able to drive on it. It has to cure for like a week, but then we're home free.
Good.
Yeah. Pay taxes on this piece of shit. Let me actually have a good piece of shit.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You made the wheels turn.
Yeah.
Oh, so we were talking about the chat earlier and stuff getting put in there. You know, we get a lot of the suggestions.
Yes.
And I thought I would touch on something real quick.
Okay.
So you heard about that Steam Deck thing, right?
Yes. The new console that Steam has produced.
Yes.
Valve, Steam, whatever.
So, yeah. So Valve is the company. Steam is, like, the platform.
Right.
I think I saw that Jose was real excited about it.
Yeah.
He seemed pretty stoked. And I think somebody was like, can we get, like, a little mini thing on that? And so I would just like to point out one thing. Well, first of all, I'm not excited for this thing.
Oh, why not?
Like, at all.
So the only thing that I've seen about it so far is I saw that it's going to be essentially, it's trying to fill the Switch market, but for Steam gamers, pretty much. So like an adult-er version of the Switch.
Yeah, I mean...
And it's a pretty reasonable price point, like $3.99, I think I saw.
I think the premise that you're supposed to be, like, drawn into is, ooh, I can play my desktop games, I can play my computer games on the go.
Yeah.
That's the draw, right? And so you sit there and go, yeah, for $3.99, what a good steal. Like, that's basically like buying a full-blown gaming PC that I can put in my pocket. Yay for me, right?
Right, that's not bad.
Yeah, but it's not going to do what you think it's going to do.
Why not?
This thing's not powerful enough to play your PC games on the go the way that you want to do it.
Okay.
I mean, they're going to look like Switch games.
Okay.
Like, they're not going to be, like, amazingly fantastical great, like if you had a gaming PC sitting there, right?
So it's not like you're going to be running Skyrim in 4K or whatnot on this thing.
0%.
Okay.
That's never going to happen. Well, at least on the $399 model.
Okay.
So here's the thing. The CPU that's in it's really good. It's got a good graphics unit, but even then, it's probably not like a 4K machine kind of thing. So basically what you're paying for is storage capacity. That's what the price points are. You still get the same CPU and all that stuff, but it's the memory that's going to change.
So what do they have?
So the lowest one for $399, you get 64 gigabytes of eMMC memory.
Okay, that's solid enough. I mean, you could put a game on there, play it, and then remove it when you're done.
But it's like, you can't even put... You could put no first-party big title on this thing. No game is really that small.
I have no concept of what size a game is.
Games are huge. At least the big ones. Like, if you were to put Call of Duty on there, you would need over double that, probably.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Games are about 60 to 100 gigabytes most times now.
What? Shit, okay.
Dude, my friggin' Gears of War right here, I think it's sitting at like 60-something gigabytes.
Damn, alright.
I mean, computer games are just as big. Ratchet and Clank that I just got on the PlayStation 5, that's like 50.
Fuck.
I mean, most games are ginormous if they're like the big AAA games. Your smaller games are still going to be like 3 gigabytes maybe, something measly, you know?
Yeah, so you could play more of like the 8-bit type games like A Baba Is You or like Backbone like I was playing last week.
Yeah, that would be great. Because on top of that, the memory that's in there is like an SD card.
Oh, shit.
If you were to play Skyrim, or let's say Doom, something like that, it can't stream things in very well. That bottom machine is made exclusively for lower-end games.
Okay.
That's like saying, I'm going to pay $400 to play Papers, Please, or Doki Doki.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be playing Call of Duty, Tomb Raider, Gears of War. None of that's going to happen here. So it's like everyone's like, yeah, PC games for $3.99, but that's not happening. So then you bump up to the $529 one, and it's
$529.
Yeah, it's 256 gigabytes. That's a decent chunk.
Yeah, that's like 4 times the size.
But it has a solid state drive in it.
Oh shit, nice.
That's the type of memory you need for good gaming. At least good PC gaming.
Yeah, so that's the one that you're going to need to play something like every time we see this thing advertised, they're bumping what game?
Control. Like, you're always
Yes.
talking about Control.
Always putting Control on the
Okay.
front and center of this thing. Like, play Control, do it.
Control would not fit on the base model.
Okay, so the 256.
Nor, even if it did, would it play well.
Yeah.
So really, they keep promoting this $3.99 one, and then people are going to go buy it, and then go, well, I can't play any of the games I want.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of fucked up.
So the 64 gig is really like your entry level one, where
Yeah.
I think
but
for
then there's another one.
another one above that.
Yeah, for $649,
Holy shit.
you can get a 512 gigabyte one.
Damn. So they go pretty big with these.
I mean, yeah, so that's half a terabyte. That would fit a good 4 or 5 like big games on there.
Yeah.
And then you would be good. And it also has the solid state drive, so it would work pretty good.
Okay.
So really, for this to be worth it, you still got to spend about $800.
well,
you know,
that is cheaper than like a PC
$2,000
tower.
for a PC.
Yeah.
Plus, you can go around with it.
Right. So, I mean, if you're a gamer on the go and you need to have like 5 or 6 big games with you at all times, like for me, what I would do with this is like for Steam, I'm typically buying a new short game, like a shorty, you know, just a small indie game,
Shorty.
and then I play it and then I delete it.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, I would really only need the baby model.
Which is fine, but the way that people are thinking about it is that it is their gaming PC in their pocket.
Yeah, and
And it is not.
it is not quite at that level.
It is a Switch that plays your Steam games.
Pretty much.
That's what it is. If that excites you, then that's cool. But I have a Switch. I'll play Switch games on it. If I want to play these, I'd rather play them on my desktop and stuff, you know? Nice and big.
I think I'm in the target market for this though, because like I would play something like Super Meat Boy or something just small and short. It's easy for that. Like if you want to take a few indie games with you on a road trip or some kind of, you know, travel.
I would love to know how long the battery would last.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because, you know, it's supposed to be playing these like PC games, you know? And I mean, your Switch only lasts 4 to 6 hours, roughly.
And what's the quality of the game that you're getting out of it? Like what's the screen quality like?
It doesn't really talk that much about it, but I saw something earlier that was like, the Steam Deck, a very potent 720p machine.
Okay, so nothing intense.
So, Switch level. Like, the Switch outputs in 720p.
yeah.
You know? So, this is definitely not a, like, high resolution, like, all the stuff that my Switch can't do kind of machine.
Yeah, all right.
This is just I can play other games that my Switch can't kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I just don't know, for me, that I need another machine to do that, you know?
Yeah. I'm hoping
mean-
that at some point the price might drop, but probably not, honestly.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe not now, but you know how, like, with every technology, when the first one comes out, all the people with just that disposable income go buy it, and then the people that made it make their money, and they go, okay, how can we make it better? And then they make it again, but it's cheaper.
Right.
You know? So I'm hoping that maybe people will buy this up at front, which apparently they have, 'cause scalpers are in mass force again with this thing.
Yeah.
So hopefully that makes Valve enough money to figure out how to make this better in a revision later.
I truly don't think Valve is ever going to be shy on money. Like every Steam sale, the world is on it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, there's not too much about this, but I mean, it's neat. I don't think it's for me because I don't really use Steam too much.
yeah, I'm all up in the Steam, so I think this is, like, I'm more the target market for this.
Yeah. So it comes out, if you pre-order it, it's supposed to come out like middle of the year next year.
Okay,
So it's like a year out from this coming out.
All right, I thought we were looking like more toward a Christmas release.
No, this says second quarter of 2022, so it's
Damn.
so it's about summertime next year.
Okay. Well,
So this will be something to watch.
we'll see y'all back here in a year when I probably get one.
We watched all about, fucking, what's it called?
Google Stadia.
Google Stadia, and we all know how that turned out, so.
Poor Google Stadia.
And you were about that one, too.
I know, it never sprouted wings.
It did not. Well, it's because they just didn't release games. This one,
Yeah.
it's got all the games, so this has already
Right.
got a big leap ahead, you know? Yeah, I'll definitely have to dig into this some more if I can find more stuff about it, because I'm curious.
Me too. How do we transition into this? Do you want to take a visit to us from the past?
What? Oh, I mean, sure.
I mean, that's kind of what we're doing, right?
Got gymnastics, yes!
Yeah, gymnastics actually is pretty fucking cool. Like,
That's, like, one of the things to watch, especially the like, rhythmic one,
yeah.
where they gotta, like, come up with the routines and
They
shit.
fucking dance and they flip. I don't know how these people do the things that they do. Their bodies are made of magic.
Everybody's into it for the gymnastics.
Yeah. Man, Simone Biles. Have you seen her Vogue cover?
No.
She's
Well, yeah.
fucking
right there.
ripped. I love her.
Dude,
Look
I
at-
know.
Look at her back.
I know.
I want to climb on it. I want her to give me a piggyback ride.
She could fucking flex those shoulder blades and...
Bust right out of her skin.
I know.
And she's so small. She's only 4'8". You know where Simone Biles is from?
Where?
Spring, Texas.
Nice!
Yes. Texas
Hell yeah.
girl.
That's why she's dope.
Man, she's got 4 tricks named after her.
That's so dope.
It's fucking cool.
She's so cool, dude.
She's so cool. Like literally the coolest person on earth. I don't know what she's made of. It's like there's a machine inside of her.
Hang on, let me check this other girl. There's a floor routine that I have saved on YouTube
Oh my god.
for me to watch all the time. Well, she got a perfect 10.
Oh shit.
Like, she got a 10.
That never happens.
No shit. All right, her name was Caitlin Ohashi. Let me see if she's in here, because that would be amazing, too.
Caitlin Ohashi.
Yeah, dude, she got a freaking 10. This
Oh,
was in
I
2019,
know this lady's
but-
face. I totally remember her routine.
Yeah, that hair.
Yes. Gyms are so fucking cool. Do you know where Caitlin Ohashi's from?
Spring, Texas.
She's from Plano.
Yes!
Holy shit.
What a day.
What a day.
It's getting better and better.
What a day to be alive.
I know.
I hope you enjoyed that bit from the pre-ramble. And don't forget that you can always subscribe to us on Patreon if you want some more of that good content. We have the $2 tier where you can get access to our secret Discord. We have stuff bumping in there every day, every night. All sorts of topic suggestions. We talk about the episode. We talk about our lives. We talk a lot about our horoscopes because we're obsessed with CoStar right now. That stupid app that, like,
So,
it just gives you fucking unhinged stuff to think about every day.
I've noticed, though, it basically picks one friend and tells you something to do with that person every day.
Yes. Yes.
It doesn't
Like,
change.
my everyday friend is Desi. It's like, go talk to Des today.
Yeah, mine's always like, let Ferdin whisper in your ear. It's fine.
Mine always wants me to, like, get emotional with Desi. Go cry with her. All right. I guess I'll do that.
And I want Ismail to go on a hike, like, really bad.
Get out there, Ismail. So if you want to come talk about your horoscope with us and get real weird with it, the $2 tier gets you the entrance to the Discord. You can also upgrade to our $5 tier, where you get both the Discord, the pre-ramble episodes, and you also get the secret YouTube channel where we release a new review every single month. I was going to say week. That's not true.
Yeah.
Every single month we review something, whether it be a movie, a video game, a TV show. Last month we actually just did a deep dive into Robert because it's his birthday. So we have a lot of fun videos out there right now for you to catch up on. We got Avatar: The Last Airbender. We got The Good Place. We got what else have we done?
We did Control.
Control. If you want to hear about that terrible video game.
Did a couple double movie back-to-back features.
Yes, we watched Fright Night.
And then we did Vivarium and Mother.
Oh, and Steven Universe. And then we had a Patreon party.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot to get into.
There's a lot to get into, guys. We have little parties sometimes for our Zeitgeist tier patrons. It's a fun time.
And don't forget, if you are also into all that stuff, you need just a little bit more. We got a merch store. There's so much stuff. I'm in my t-shirt right now.
It's so soft.
Was wearing it all over the place for my birthday and stuff too.
Oh.
She's like, look at this, look at this.
My fucking co-star was like, you need to trade hoodies with Robert. You wear his favorite hoodie and he can wear your favorite hoodie. I'm like, I think both of our favorite hoodies is probably the YMBToAP hoodie, so we'll just keep wearing them.
Man, I don't have a YMBToAP hoodie yet.
Oh, you gotta get it.
It was too hot. I know.
Yeah, but it's gonna get cold again eventually, right?
Because I want the zip one.
The zip hoodie's so
I love
comfy.
the zip one.
I literally keep it with me everywhere I go. It's so cozy.
So go out and check out our YMBToAP apparel store. We've got t-shirts, mugs, tanks, masks, totes, all kinds of stuff. Go check it out if you just need to rep a little bit of more YMBToAP in your life.
Have you been watching any of the Olympics, Robert?
No, not yet. Well,
So
I've been watching some.
I don't think they're getting into like the good stuff yet. You know, there's no gymnastics happening right now, but
Yeah.
they've got, sports nobody super gives a crap about happening. So
Yeah, they're getting all the ones nobody wants to watch out of the way first.
yeah, so soccer's on right now. I haven't been watching soccer. I'm more curious about the Olympians themselves. So have you been like keeping up with any of them on Instagram?
No.
There is like a rumor happening in social media. I think it kind of started on Twitter that okay, this is going to sound bizarre, but
I don't care. I'm ready for it.
let me just read you this headline. Have
Okay.
Tokyo Olympic athletes been given anti-sex beds?
Okay.
So this is something that's just been circulating on social media. There's these like eco-friendly cardboard beds, which I think sounds very cool. They're like they're made of cardboard, and then the mattresses themselves are also like, I think, made of cardboard. The whole
Okay.
bedding situation is entirely recyclable, which I think is nice and sustainable because
Well, yeah.
typically what happens with the Olympics is like they'll do a pop-up in a town where it doesn't get a lot of tourism, or it's just like a lesser known town.
Yeah.
And the Olympics, they'll like build stadiums and stuff and then just displace a whole bunch of native people there. And then when the Olympics goes away, nothing goes back to the way it was ever again. So
Yeah.
it's nice to see them doing something eco-friendly and sustainable. But the Olympians were like, am I not supposed to have sex in this bed? So it is made of cardboard, like fully and entirely. I don't know if you've seen these things, but it looks like a child made a cardboard castle and called it a bed. And there was an athlete whose name is Paul Chalimo. I think he was the first one to tweet that beds will be able to withstand the weight of a single person to avoid situations beyond sports. And then
Okay.
he says, I see no problem for distance runners. Even 4 of us can do. So
Oh
I
my
guess he's
God.
alluding to the fact that they're all very lightweight. But
Well, see, I just thought that too. Like they say, it can withstand a single person. Of what?
of which sport? Like, are you talking about like 4'8" Simone Biles? Are you talking
Yeah.
about like 6'2" Ali Ross? Like, which Olympians are we talking about here?
Because then to me, I'm thinking, all right, fine. You get done with a day of running track, right?
Uh-huh.
And you just want to like fall in the bed. Are you just gonna fall through to the floor? You know?
Right. So, an Irish Olympian, I don't know what he's a gymnast. Okay, so he posted a video like debunking this myth, I guess. So
Yeah, I just watched it.
it's pretty good. His name is Reese McClanahan, and he's like, I don't think these beds like are gonna collapse. And he's a pretty solid looking dude. He gets
Yeah.
on the bed and he like jumps up and down. He's like, see, it's sturdy as hell.
And this was even tweeted from the Olympics themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, the Olympics responded, said, thanks for debunking the myth, and then did the crying, laughing face emoji.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I mean,
I've never thought about cardboard beds, but it's interesting.
it's pretty neat. So the general manager of like the athletes village, they said that the beds can withstand up to 440 pounds, which that's fucking
That's
stronger
plenty.
than my bed probably. Shit.
Yeah.
That's a pretty solid bed.
They actually look pretty comfy.
It is a twin mattress though, so I mean if you're going to be doing it, there's not a whole lot of positions available to you.
Yeah. The Olympics never has just like a normal session.
I know, every single time.
Something's always going on.
Do you remember how crazy Sochi was? Like there was always something happening in the Sochi Winter Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
Was it summer or winter? I think it was winter, right? But I remember there being like a lot of
Sochi Olympics. Yep, the 2014 Winter Olympics.
yeah, I remember there being just a lot of crazy stuff happening about there with like weird housing situations and
Oh, yeah.
stuff got wild.
God.
But I'm a little bit nervous for this Olympics because so many athletes are still getting COVID.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not like it's really slowed down in the world.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
it's, if anything, even worse because, there's still new variants coming out. And
I was
like,
about to say, we're getting new strains all the time.
yeah, so, I mean, they keep saying, like, we're not ruling out a last minute cancellation. It could just not happen.
Yeah.
Which is scary, but if it saves the lives of a bunch of Olympic athletes, like, to me, if Olympic athletes are getting sick, like really fit people who have been doing the most with their lives to stay healthy, if those
Yeah.
people are getting sick, it's a state of emergency. So
Yeah.
that's just my personal opinion. But fuck, like, they build these stadiums and arenas. Like, so Japan has spent over $7 billion to build or renovate new
Good
stadiums and
Lord.
arenas for the games. And they're going to be just, this is what I'm saying. Like, when the Olympics end, what's their plan for those? Because there's stuff that's in Rio that has just gone to waste and, like, has crumpled since the Olympics. They
Yeah.
don't use the stuff after the Olympians leave. So the recyclable beds.
I guess they're going to think they're just like tourist attractions. Like,
Yeah.
hey, come see where that happened one time.
I guess,
know?
but I mean, if it's in disrepair, what's the point? So that's why I
Yeah.
think the recyclable beds are very cool because it's something that, like,
Oh, yeah.
you can get rid of it and it doesn't matter anymore because we recycled it. We made the world a little bit better for it, I guess, but you can't really recycle an entire stadium. So
Yeah.
that would be cool. That would be a feat to make an entire stadium out of cardboard. Can you imagine?
And you just go, okay, fold it down.
That's a project for IKEA right there.
Yeah.
I want the next Olympics to be held inside of an IKEA,
That would be awesome.
pole vaulting over the little 400 square feet rooms.
I just found an article. It just says, what abandoned Olympic venues look like today?
Yeah.
Like, they're just all over the world.
They're everywhere, man, and people don't think about it. Like, the Olympics are such a big, cool, huge thing. You would think that they would just do it in existing stadiums and be like,
Yeah.
do it in Jerry World or something, something that's huge and is pre-existing.
That's, you know what? I've never thought about it.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I guess I never thought about that they're building new places.
Yeah, and I wonder why all the time. Like, there's got to be a soccer stadium already in Japan somewhere, right? Just use it.
You would think. This is crazy. I'm going to put this in there for you guys to look at, too. There's tons of these places.
Yeah, it's some food for thought. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty scary looking.
it's pretty wasteful. But there's also been some scandals. So the who was it? Poland picked 23 athletes to go for their swimming team,
Okay.
and they accidentally picked too many. Like, they were apparently supposed to have only sent 17 and they sent 23. And I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
how do you accidentally pick these guys?
Yeah, so now what? You just go, oh, well, you guys actually don't get to do anything now.
Yeah, they sent them home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there was one of the athletes. I'm hoping I get her name right. It's Alicia Chors. Yeah, she wrote on Facebook, imagine dedicating 5 years of your life and striving for another start at the most important sporting event, giving up your private life and work, sacrificing your family, and your dedication results in a total flop. Like,
Yeah.
For real.
Like, can you imagine calling your parents and being like, I made it to another Olympics, because she represented Poland in 2012 and 2016. So this would be her
Yes.
third one.
yeah.
And then to get it, and then they go, well, never mind.
Like, oops, we accidentally picked too many. Like, shouldn't you know how many to send? Shouldn't there be a number set in stone? Like, send this many athletes. How do you fuck that up?
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
Like, this just proves how little people are paying attention to their jobs these days.
I guess. I don't know. It's a little absurd. Like,
It is. This is crazy. I don't understand.
there's a lot happening.
Like, you're telling me you didn't have, like, a spreadsheet that says, okay, 17 spots need to be filled.
Yeah.
And you just forgot there were, 6 more?
Right. Whoopsies.
Like, no. Okay. God. That's unbelievable.
I know. I am excited for the Olympics. I'm hoping that they can make it happen in a safe way and
Yeah.
that we don't have any more crazy problems like this come up. I feel bad for the Olympians that have had to go home either due to COVID or to roster mistakes. But yeah, I just hope that they can happen because I do like watching the diving and the swimming and the gymnastics.
Do you think every Olympian will just do their sport in a mask?
I don't know.
Can you imagine, like, seeing them all on the track, running with the mask, or diving with a mask?
I mean,
you know?
It's one of those, like, full-body scuba suits.
Yeah.
Add style points for no splash with that big respirator on.
Yeah, I know. I guess I have one more final quick update for you.
Okay, what do you got?
Round out the show here with something kind of absurd.
Okay.
So we are looking to wean the kittens off of the milk
Oh boy, weaning time.
and start going towards, like, the pate and all that stuff, right?
Okay, so how does that work? Do you, like, mix in some milk with the wet food and...
Yeah, so you're supposed to do, like, wet food and milk and just kind of, like, get them used to it so they know how to, like, chew on it, because they don't chew things right now.
Yeah.
They suckle things. So they don't know what chewing is. And you kind of have to just, like, slowly introduce it to them. Well, so Taylor's idea was, well, let's kind of get them used to the taste of the pate, right?
Right.
So we have created meat milk.
Hooray!
Meat milk is when you make kitten formula, but you add pate to it and you blend it to a fine puree.
I love that. Drink it every day. It's my morning smoothie.
Meat milk is not easy to blend.
I don't even want to picture it.
So we tried to mix it, and it was just getting all caught in the nipple. So they were having a hard time eating. So we used, you know, the little coffee stirs where, like, you turn it on and it's the little metal thing and it, like, blends everything up.
Yeah.
Tried one of those. That didn't work very well. It worked better, but not well enough. So today we just pulled out the blender.
Just made a big old batch of meat milk.
Boy, they love that pureed meat milk.
Okay.
Oh, dude, they're so about it. Like, I guess they like the taste.
Yeah?
So now that we're getting them used to the taste, because we've already tried to do, like, pate with the milk mixture thing,
Yeah.
and they were not having it. So now that they're kind of used to what that tastes like, maybe they'll smell it and be like, oh, that's that stuff.
That's that good stuff.
And be more into it.
Yeah.
So we're in the meat milk business. And I think it smells pretty good. Taylor doesn't like it.
God, cat food stinks, dude. Like, the first time I smelled cat food, I was like, ugh, this is the last time I ever want to smell it.
Oh, dude, pate smells good.
No.
Like, when Toast would get wet food, I'd be like, yeah, boy.
It smells
this is yummy.
It smells like fish farts. I cannot with it.
Well, we would get him the chicken one, so
Ugh.
that didn't smell like chicken farts, so I think it smells like meat. I think it smells fine. But yeah, Taylor got done blending up a batch earlier, and I just hear her go, huh!
Yep.
And I was like, what's wrong? She's like, I dare you to smell it. And I was like, I can't be on Jackass if I can't sniff meat milk. So I walk over there and I sniff it, and I'm like, that smells good.
Oh my God.
I think it smells great.
It's
but
your new protein shake. Just drink that in the morning. Goes down smooth instead of a cup of coffee.
I've never really thought about it, but I think I might need to try some meat milk later.
No.
And see what I think.
You're gonna I don't even know what that's gonna do to your body.
Well, yeah, because it is formula. That's probably not good.
You're gonna grow whiskers.
It's kitten formula.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't do that. I'll just keep smelling it. Well, you want to see if these cardboard beds buckle?
Let's blend up this meat milk.
Hey guys, please tell your friends about us. Help us grow this audience. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. Find all your friends that are into the Olympics and go, you want to hear about the Olympics and people that like it too? Listen to YMBToAP. You got friends that have kittens and you go, hey, did you know that meat milk's a thing? Show them us. We're full of all kinds of insightful tidbits. We release weekly every Monday. Literally every Monday. For 2 years, there has not been a YMBToAP-less Monday.
Every single Monday. We're not even kidding.
YMBToAP-less is not even a word. Okay? It doesn't even sound right because it just doesn't happen. And if you like that, if you like the stuff we talk about, you'll like the fact that we're here all the time, please take a second to go rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. That's the gold star standard of podcasts, and it would really help us reach more people and get into more wonderful ears like yours.
While you're out there doing that, you can find us and friend us on each and every social media platform because we are at YMBToAP on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And speaking of Twitch, you can find us this Saturday, July 31st, 6 p.m. Central Time. On Twitch, we will be streaming Virginia, which is a first-person mystery thriller adventure game. I'm excited about this one. Been looking forward to it. It's a shorty, but it's going to be a fun one, I promise. Thank you to our patrons for supporting us. You guys mean the world to us. And this happened not without you. We don't do this show if it weren't for Patreon. We love you guys.
It's not happen.
It's not happen. You can email us if you have anything you want to say to us. Hate mail, fan mail, just mail.
All the mail.
You can email us at YMToAP@gmail.com. We want the listener mail. We want it. Tell us your favorite Olympic sport. Tell us what your solution for a cardboard stadium would look like.
And don't forget, our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube and show him all the love that you guys show us. He deserves it. He's so awesome. And as always, thanks for listening and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. How many whiskers would I grow if I drank the meat milk?
Please don't drink it.
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
I wrote you an opener. How do you feel about this one?
Are you looking for a pie?
Do we like that or is that too weird?
I like it.
Okay.
I think that's pretty on brand for us.
All right.